Hi, this is Palmdale Mayor Steve Hoffbauer. I'm here with J.J. Murphy, our city manager, and we're here to give you a little update on the COVID-19 virus issues as it applies to the city of Palmdale. I want to reassure you that we are monitoring the situation on a daily basis, sometimes with 3 or 4 teleconference calls with all the other jurisdictions, agencies, and authoritative sources. We have coordinated a regional jurisdiction meeting here at Palmdale with about 70 different agencies locally and regionally. And JJ, can you tell us a little more about that?
Sure, Mayor. Besides just monitoring the situation, we're taking action. And some of that action is this meeting. We have coordinated with various industry partners, community leaders, governmental organizations, medical experts, to really share information, share best practices, and get to the bottom of what we can be doing as a community to make you safer. One of the things that we've also done in partnership is we started a Palmdale Cares initiative. And we're really excited that we rolled that out. Our first program was Take Me Home Tonight Palmdale. These restaurants that are really struggling to stay open need you, our residents in the whole Antelope Valley, to think about the servers, the cooks, the business people, so that we're out there spending our money to help them stay afloat during this time. So that was our first initiative.
Right, and that, what's important there, JJ, is that a lot of these folks are operating on a slim margin to start with. This is going to have some significant economic impact. So on your way home, stop, pick up a pizza, call ahead, order a steak, whatever needs to be done, and it's really critical. Tip your server. They're still getting, they still have to claim a certain amount whether they're getting it or not. So help them out. These folks depend on that to pay their bills every day.
Right. One of the other initiatives we've done, we understand that the hospitals are all worried about the surge that's going to happen. So what we did is we turned to our employees and we offered our online medical service, Live Health Online, to our employees free of charge during this service, so that we are not filling up the emergency rooms. We are not filling up the doctor's appointments. So
yeah, that's a couple of hundred people that aren't showing up over at the emergency room or the urgent care. And think about it for a minute. When you go to the urgent care center, who's there? A bunch of other sick people.
Right.
Okay.
So that'll help. So we're trying to do our part in the community. The other thing we're doing with our saves and our legacy commons is we're allowing the most vulnerable in our community to drive up and pick up their food. We're having our own little drive-up pickup service so that we're helping our seniors and we're helping those who utilize saves, that they don't have to have exposure with a bunch of people. Our employees are staying safer with some of those offerings.
Right.
But what I'm really excited to talk about as well is the daycare needs of our emergency services personnel. We are opening up our rec center so that the doctors, nurses, the people who work in the hospitals can drop their kids off at our rec center anywhere in the region, any hospital in the region, any doctor's office. We're going to help do our part and show that Palmdale cares by offering free daycare for those medical workers, for our police, emergency responders, fire department. So I think that's something, and as a former firefighter, yep, you know when the flag goes up, the family sometimes is left behind, and we don't want our medical or emergency services.
That's one of the toughest things that first responders and everybody out there on the line, when you get up, you put that uniform on, you pin that badge on in the morning. That's the priority, and you worry about your family. You wonder what's going to happen here. So how are they going to do that? How do they need to make a reservation, or who do they call? How do they handle that, JJ?
We're going to publicize. They will coordinate through Parks and Recreation. We'll put out the email. We'll put out the phone number. But on today's large call with all of our government partners, we will put the information out directly to the people who need it most. I've already been in contact with some of the medical providers. We've been in contact with our police captain,
So
our fire.
they can expect that their employer will probably be putting that information down, as well as being able to find that information on the city website.
Yes. Speaking of the city website, the last two things under Palmdale Cares that I really like to hit is we've gone over and above to make sure our business community has a one-stop shop for business resources during this crisis. And I know the city council was all supportive of doing anything we could for our local businesses. So
I tell you, these folks they really appreciate it when you show up.
right. And then the last thing for the general public, if you need a one-stop shop for any coronavirus update, our website has all the latest and greatest from all the reputable sources that we're pulling down to share with the public, so you get it here first.
Right, and we're gonna make it a point to provide some links so you're getting it firsthand, you're not getting it filtered. You want information from the health department? Here's the information from the health department. You want some information from CDC? Here's a link to CDC. We're probably in 3 or 4 different teleconferences each day, and we're trying to distill that information down to what's relevant for the government and what we have to do, what's important for the public to know, what's important for other community partners to know. So, here's some things that you can do to help the situation. We're really in a heightened state of mitigation. Most importantly, wash your hands. And you don't realize how many times you touch your face. Everybody's seen the video of the lady from the health department telling you not to do that, and she immediately puts her finger in her mouth to turn her page. You just don't realize it. Pay attention to that. Think about maybe you just chopped a bunch of chili peppers and you still have that on your hand. Don't touch your face, because that's the windows are the eye to the eyes are the window to the soul, right?
There you go.
I almost messed that up. Your eyes are the window to the soul, but it's also a portal to the rest of your body, as is your nose and your mouth. So pay attention to that. Wash your hands and don't touch your face. Stay back. Maintain some social distancing. All right. Maintain that social distancing. Avoid physical contact where you can. Do these things. If we work together, we can minimize the impact of this. I think we're going to end up seeing a lot more people are going to test positive once the health department gets more test kits out here. You're going to be shocked to see how many people are walking around with it, and you never realize, they didn't even realize they were sick. Kids fight this thing off. It's just a little, they almost don't even know it. The older you are, the harder it hits you, right?
Yes, sir. And I think we're going to close with encouraging people to go on our website, www.cityofpalmdale.org, or follow us on Facebook for the most up-to-date coronavirus information. Thank you, and Palmdale Cares.
Thank you, JJ. Thanks.